for Game 3 of CDEC Gaming versus Eclipse. Game 2 the game was won by CDEC Gaming. They had a decent laning phase. They took early lead. The Monkey King made pretty good rotations in the early game. He was 3-0 and 2 at 10 minutes, I think, securing a 5 kill lead for CDEC Gaming. And after that, the Void just didn't have enough damage. Abaddon went for Solar Crest, and once the heroes on CDEC has BKB, the Pagna and Jakiro doesn't do much damage, and it was all down to the Faceless Void. And with OZ at the back lines, or even in the front lines, he can just tank it. So it turns out Eclipse just didn't have enough damage to deal with CDEC. Okay, now in Game 3, Eclipse banned away Monkey King and Night Stalker, and CDEC banned away Veno and Kotal. Pretty similar, just that this time Eclipse removed the Monkey King instead. And they first picked the Lich for themselves. Yeah, they don't want to do the Monkey King because Shang did a lot of plays on the Monkey King in Game 2. And CDEC goes for Sand-King Mirana. Sand-King is a very strong position 4 hero now, and Mirana is a good answer to a Lich. But mainly because he does a lot of magical damage in the early game, so Ice Armor doesn't really benefit much. And in the mid game, if he tends to get Diffusal, and then can just purge away the Ice Armor. Wow, Eclipse went for second pick Doom, which is the position 4 hero. The second phase ban, CDEC will probably ban
10 seconds remaining.
the position 4 heroes because sorry, not position 4,
5
the
seconds remaining.
what will they ban?
Radiant
Ban
team
anti-mage and Eclipse. So Eclipse can actually target the position 5 heroes now because CDEC doesn't have any, and but I think the position 5, maybe there's just way too many position 5 heroes to consider. They would just not bother about it.
Dire team
They banned Bite Rider, which is a very strong position 3 hero right now.
Radiant team
And CDEC bans Kunkka. Kunkka is very good against Mirana because you can X him, and then even if he leaps away, he'll just be put back to the point where he was X'd. But if that's the case, they expect Doom to be offlane, meaning Kunkka is a position 4 and Doom in position 3. Not too sure about that though.
5 seconds
Does
remaining.
Eclipse play offlane Doom very often? Maybe. I don't follow them, so I'm not sure. And the next ban? I can't think of any specific bans that
Dire team
is more prominent. They just took away the OD this time. Maybe because CDEC played it very well last game and they just decided to remove it because they don't want to deal with it. Also because Astral is pretty good against Doom, you can just save a target by Astraling him.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
And yeah, CDEC goes for their position 5 heroes. AA. The only problem with AA is the only setup you have now is a Sand-King stun, and if let's say you're ganking from across the map, yeah, if the teamwork is good and stuff, you can preempt the AA blast and then Sand-King stun into a blast. That allows Sand-King to get kills much easier when he has a blink. And also AA is good against Lich because yeah, as again he doesn't care about Ice Armor.
Dire team pick.
And if the Doom get hits by A Blast, then his Scorch Earth is not going to heal him at all. Eclipse goes for the Sap Clockwork again, once again, the position 4. So yeah, means it's a Doom offlane. I think that's something Eclipse must be very comfortable doing, and CDEC knows about
10
that.
seconds remaining.
So now both teams are left with their
5
carry,
seconds remaining.
as well as the mid lane for Eclipse and the off lane for CDEC. More than likely off lane because Sand-King can still be off lane, but probably gonna be for this game. Would they go for something like CK? We saw that in game 1, I think. CKA is very strong, and CK is pretty good against Doom because like if you can Manta or once you get your Phantasm off, getting Doom doesn't really affect you. You still have illusions to do all the damage. The only problem is Leech Chain Frost and bounce around all the illusions as well as your main hero. It's gonna be a lot of damage. The Clockwork pick isn't going to be able to gank the Mirana because he can just leap up unless Doom comes in with an ensnare. But if Doom is on the off lane, then he probably won't rotate to the mid lane. They're probably gonna pick off lane here. What can they go for? Nature's Prophet isn't too bad. You can help to split push. The global potential with A Blast is and Sand King is even stronger now. And you can deal with Clockwork very well because of the Treants. Instead they go back for the Omni Knight, which they did in game 1. It's probably just a hero that they're very comfortable with. Will we see the same counter that Eclipse used in game 1, the Razor, to match up against this Omni Knight? And if they do, I think CDEC should be ready for it because it happened in game 1, and if they still choose to go for Omni Knight this time, they can't let the same thing happen again, right? Which carry will Eclipse pick here?
Dire team ban.
Shadow Fin. Okay, so they go for the mid lane first. Oh, because they already know CDEC is having a Mirana in the mid lane, so they're confident of putting the Shadow Fin mid against him. And also because of the Clockwork Shadow Fin combo, they can get a Cox. They can deny the Cox and get about 12 souls before the laning even starts. That will give him a very severe advantage over the Mirana in the mid lane. For the final ban, CDEC lacks their carry, and Eclipse lacks their carry as well. Both teams lack their carry now. I guess this is why Eclipse 4th pick the mid instead of the carry, because they don't know what hero CDEC is picking carry yet, so they don't want to show their carry too early. And now CDEC banned away the Faceless Void. Faceless Void will be a,
5 seconds remaining.
as mentioned, it's Shadow's classic hero, and it's pretty strong with heroes like Shadow Fin and Leech because Chain Frost is bouncing inside as well as Requiem. Eclipse. I'm actually going to say that there's a chance that CDEC might go for a PA.
Radiant team pick.
So Eclipse banned the Death Prophet. Oh, they're expecting a position 1 Mirana. Maybe because of the Shadow Fin pick, they are afraid that CDEC will switch things up and pick a stronger mid hero that can match up against the Shadow Fin. So to just play it safe, they decided to just ban it away to ensure that Shadow Fin doesn't get a terrible matchup against the Death Prophet.
5 seconds remaining.
So for the last pick, carry. Consider picking a diffuser carrier carry. Maybe something like Juggernaut. Juggernaut is not too bad. He can descend against Omni Knight in the lane. Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker is very strong against Mirana because like you can leap, and you can't leap, and they have enough lockdowns from the Clockwork as well as the Doom to cancel TPs. Bloodseeker is also very self-sustaining, very strong against Omni Knight as long as it has one hero with him helping the lane. Shadow Fiend will have a very strong start. he'll probably be left alone mid. Lich will be helping the Bloodseeker, I guess, and Cloud will just be roaming around, probably helping out the Doom here and there.
Templar
And CDEC goes for the
Assassin.
TA.
Your
Yeah, they
heroes.
switch things up. They put the TA mid and the Mirror in a safe lane. TA can... I guess because Mirana's right click damage is really low, so if the Shadow Fiend has the souls beforehand, it's very hard for the Mirana to match up against him. But for TA it's fine, he still has the Side Blades and stuff to harass the Shadow Fiend, and he can farm as fast as the Shadow Fiend. They both want to take the jungle stacks and stuff. Their farming rotations are pretty similar after the laning phase breaks down. So this draft, pretty even I would say. I quite like the Bloodseeker pick right here, but if the TA can do well in the lane and then snowball out the farm from all the jungle camps and ancient stacks and stuff, there might be a chance for CDEC to just snowball on the back of TA because he still has repel on top of him. Also, TA is a hero that you're okay getting Doom as long as you get off your refraction. You can still continue fighting and getting your right clicks off. Based on the laning phase, I would say Eclipse has a pretty decent lane. Mirana is not the strongest. You have oh, it looks like they're gonna put the Omni Knight safe lane and they're gonna pressure the Bloodseeker on the off lane with Mirana. It's pretty strong because you have the Chilling Touch, and that will help the Mirana last hit harass the Bloodseeker much better. And because it's a melee hero against 2 range hero with Chilling Touch, it's gonna be a bit tough for Bloodseeker because you as Bloodseeker you want to be able to consistently last hit to get back your life, your HP. But if you are gonna be pressured by 2 range heroes, then you might miss last hit and you get way too low to just come out of the lane.
30 seconds to battle.
And first blood on Lich.
First blood.
I think he was dewarding this, and then the barrel strike came in and the arrow followed up, and then he just died. Okay, so the laning wise, Omni Knight versus Bloodseeker. It's a very good switch up by Eclipse right here. They want the Bloodseeker to match up against the Omni Knight, and I believe this what spotted the Omni Knight. That's why they made this switch up. So they're putting the Doom and Lich. This is a very strong combo because there's somewhat Lich can deny your own creep and Doom can just go and devour a creep. So this lane, this 2v2 lane is the XP is gonna favor Eclipse so heavily. I think he's running to go and eat a creep and give the lane to the Lich. And for the mid lane, Shadow Fiend with the early start, they want to try to kill him in the early because to reset his souls, but I don't think they're gonna get him. That was a lot of damage though. He's gonna just go back to lane and solve up, I believe. Yeah, that's fine. I think mid is gonna be even, and the other 2 lanes actually favor Eclipse a lot. This lane is good for Eclipse, and this lane is good for Eclipse. Yeah, I'm gonna say Eclipse will take game 3 and the series. Alright, that's all from me from today, and please continue to show your support. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Denied.